Hello guys, welcome back to the second part of the Pagan Paraphernalia tour. So if you're interested in the first half and where I do all the long intro, please see the description below. I'm not going to cover any of that today. Just know and be aware that if you want to leave any hateful comments, delete them before you do, because I'm not going to pay attention and blah. So we're going to move straight on to the second half of the first shelf. I have quite a few boxes here. So I believe I may have mentioned this in my Dark Goddess unboxing video. The Fallen Angels Oracle cards. There's a long story behind this box set. But essentially, even though I bought these off the internet, I originally saw these in a bookstore with a friend of mine who bought them, and she loved them so much, and we played with them for ages after we got back to where we were staying, and I had to get myself a set. These are very dark cards though, and they don't pull any punches. So if you're after a reading that's going to give you the brutal, full, honest truth, these are going to do that. They're going to be nasty. There's very little... There's a lot of silver lining to it, but a lot of it is very hard and dark, and this is not going to go well if you keep going, which you need sometimes, which is useful. So yeah. Oh, I haven't got my unicorn cards in here, but they don't really count, to be fair. Okay, and as if you haven't seen before, these are my most recent Oracle cards, the Dark Goddess cards. I haven't done any readings with them yet. I literally just opened them today and posted the video, well, a couple of days ago by now. But yeah, I really love this, the artwork in this. Well, most of the artwork. There's a couple that I don't like, but yeah. I'll let you know how I get on with those. This tarot deck, however, the Labyrinth Tarot by Louis Royo, is not a great deck, actually. I bought it because I really wanted another deck. I wanted a smaller deck than the one I have. Let me get some of the cards out from my original deck. Oh, I've got some crystals. So you can see that that's a fairly large card. Slightly smaller. Easier to kind of shuffle. However, what I don't like is you literally just have, like, that is the Six of Cups. It's the Seven of Cups. It's the Eight of Wands. There's nothing really to tell a story other than the queens, the kings. There's nothing for you to read from them unless you know how tarot works in the beginning. They're beautiful cards. Like, I love the back. The back is just so beautiful. But, you know, they're really hard to read. And I'm not... I mean, I'll get better with them, but, you know, they're not... If I want a straightforward answer, I go to those. If I don't, or I just want a general brief, I go for these. Which isn't... It may just be that I haven't really got to know this deck yet. And I've been so out of practice with tarot cards that I can't read them as well as I used to. But yeah, there's those. So as I was saying, this is my favourite deck in the previous video. I both love and loathe these cards because they are stunningly beautiful, both the back and every single illustration. They're fairly easy to read. I mean, I keep drawing. That one has kept popping up a lot recently, so, but yeah. They're beautiful. I highly recommend this deck. The only problem I have with these is that the artist who created them doesn't want them to have, oh, caught you, a reverse significance. So say I drew that card. She doesn't want it to have a reverse. But the whole point behind the cards to me is that there is a reverse to everything. For everything good, there is something bad. For everything bad, there's something good. That's the whole point of it. And I currently have... a little bit of, I think that's fluorite? I think so. Quartz, worry stone, and a labradorite worry stone in there just to keep them charged. Because they were coming with me on holiday. They didn't come in the end, but they were going to. Okay. Next, we move on to some other items. They're very... Okay, cool. So, first things first, we have some Samhain decorations that I made myself. Silly little cardboard letters covered in Mod Podge and some decoupage paper. Fun, quick little thing. Now, I have a matching... This is actually a gravy pourer. I got it in a charity shop. It is full of, again, I got another one of these crab shells. And loads and loads of seashells. And I love this. No! I've got Loki sitting right behind my knee, so I can't actually bend over. But it's like got writing on it, and I absolutely adore it. It's so cute. But yeah, that is my water bowl, essentially. It represents water to me. And it's such a pretty piece, and I'll find the matching piece for you to see soon. And then this used to be my cauldron. It's essentially an oil burner with a tiny little actual cauldron on the top. I used to have loads of essential oils. I don't anymore. I think I need to get some more, but they are very expensive. Oh no! My black tea light. Yes, and it had a black tea light in it. But so there's that. Let's just put these back and move on to the lowest level shelf. Okay, so I'm not going to really get these out. This I can. So that pile there is the Samhain altar cloth. Now this actually has meaning. There's also a robe there that I'm working on for use in rituals. Now this ended up having more meaning than it should. This was originally for Taki. Again, everything's to do with Taki. She was so important to my life. But I played her from the ages of 16 to 28, so I suppose it's a long ass time, really. No, wait, I was 8. Anyway, this is the Viper. She was a Viper, not a Cobra. So that's quite important to me because, you know, snakes have a lot of meaning in paganism. They're actually quite protective, and she was a protector. And I'm fairly protective of those I care about. She's a ritualist that survived a particular event. Now, I am a ritualist. I'm also a teacher to a degree. I give people the basics and they can go and learn themselves. A lot of people inside the LARP community don't see me as that, but the amount of people I've taught, I do know what I'm doing. So there's that. And then this one here she was a healer. She was a corporealist. And Taki was a corporealist, a healer, and I can do healings and stuff like that. So this kind of is a altar cloth that has several meanings to me. Back at those. This is a cool little thing. It is my peacock mirror. Ooh. It's a little hand mirror. It's all shiny and enamelled. It does fold out all the way. Oh, I'm not going to shine that at you again. But it's a very lovely piece of work. And I sometimes use it for scrying. Or I just use it to represent Segan or Hera, because Hera is someone who has spoken to me without me meaning to reach out. She's just spoken to me recently. Probably because Segan has managed to finally get her way in. I'm not good with goddesses, basically. I have a small tray of just little jars for things in the future. I have another Samhain prop, which is the teeth that I made for SCP, the Living Gun. I can't remember what number it is, but yeah, they're just in there, so they look quite cool, just sitting there like that kind of thing. Lucky, much, Lucky. Okay, mortar and pestle, and inside I have a pink clay face mask. It's nice to share time with Lady Segan. I haven't done it for a while, to be honest. And I have quite sensitive and dehydrated skin, so this is really lovely. And okay, this has cost me £6, but it's lasted me nearly a year. So yeah, really happy with that. Every witch has to have her own cauldron. And this is my most recent. And it's got my Palau. So it's such a lovely fragrant wood. I use it to cleanse my space before I do any work. Oh, got the other part of the mortar and pestle, and we have another one of the offering bowls. So this itself is an offering bowl. It's a large offering bowl that I use. I tend to serve rice and things like that in it. It's a bit muddy, but yeah. And then I have the little bowls that I use for actually eating Chinese, or on special days, obviously, where I put food out. I will eat some of that with the gods and the ancestors. And here is the other matching bowl. So that one was my water bowl. This is my earth bowl. I have a quartz point, an amethyst point. I really love this amethyst point. Another labradorite. I love labradorite. You can never, there you go. You got that lovely sheen quite there. It's the stone of dreams, and I've been told I am a dreamer. Hagstone. It does go all the way through. It's just, it's quite dark in here, so, but I have a hagstone. Just a really pretty damaged stone from the rock. And then a little bloodstone. Okay, so that's everything on the main altar table for you guys and girls. So I'm going to move you over to the, I'm going to move my computer chair out the way. Growler's looking at me as if to go, why are you doing this? So yeah, this is, don't fall over. My box O kit. Let's say, so this is another one of those Samhain frames. I really loved making this. And I'm going to love decorating the altar with it later on. Now, a lot of my stuff is gifts, I will say this. So, I have dried roses, because you have to have dried flowers somewhere as a witch. A large chunk of rose quartz, obviously. I don't know why I still have, oh, that was my bag for my snake skin, I'll get rid of that. Tea lights, shells, driftwood, burnt driftwood actually, which is quite strange. These are luck stones. I don't really keep hold of them for any particular reason. They came with the Mind Body Spirit magazine, whoops, that I used to collect. I do not collect anymore. I can't, these are clay of some type. Little amethyst. The last of my dragon blood cones. Now this is really cute. Now this is a dream box. It is Native American in nature. This was bought for me as a gift. When one of my friends, who again no longer talks to me, but if you give me a gift, I will keep it, unless you really upset me. And he bought this back with the blessings of the Native American people. It's got a tiny little blue gem, a pyrography carving. But basically the idea is that you put stuff in here and you dream about it, and it's supposed to come true. So I have money of both American and English. So I don't want lots of money. I don't want to get rich. I want to have enough money to get by and live and be happy. Not hugely happy, you know what I mean. I don't want to be extortionately rich. I want to have enough money that I can live and survive and, be happy, basically. I also have a Viking coin in there for gifts to the gods, like kind of honouring. I've got an S hook for my BJDs in there. I'm not sure why that's in there, but yeah. I have a, oh no, where did my wolf's tooth go? This is a real live wolf tooth. Well, the wolf is no longer alive. Real life wolf's tooth. Oh no. It's been turned into a bead. It was gained legally. Basically, when wolves grow old at wolf shelters and die of natural causes, they do tend to take the teeth and the bones and give them all away. And one of my friends had quite a few of these, and I just wanted one, so I got given one. So I do have an actual wolf's tooth. I also have a little Loki Marvel necklace. There is a reason I no longer wear it. Loki and my guardian angel that you always see around my neck, Growler, used to have a fight, and I'd wake up choked in the morning. So I figured that Loki was trying to get me in trouble that my guardian angel was not happy with. And also the Loki-ness started to rub off the back. Growler, will you stop? I've got some sage. Oh, Growler, I'm going to take that off you. Nope. Back up on Cuddlearmy. Some driftwood. I'm going to turn it into a witch's ladder. Incense, feather. Now, this is from my granddad before he passed. Now, he was a Christian, though he didn't quite honestly believe in anything, but I wasn't going to let this go anywhere. Now you'll notice some hair. This is hair from a good friend of mine. I don't use hair in spells as to anything but protection, and so I'm not going to go into that. Do I have anything in there this time? No. This was a gift from Fiona, which is a Thor's hammer necklace. I won't wear it for the same reason I won't wear Loki, because because my guardian angel tends to fight with the gods for some reason. This is my love pendulum, which is rose quartz. It was actually another gift given to me from the same friend to do with the Dark Angel Tarot, Oracle cards, sorry. So yeah, there's that. There's some more dried roses. There is my, now I use this, I used to use this to represent Fenrir as like an altar piece. It's beautiful. It's made by one of my friends, Wendy. I believe it's Taryn Workshop. Key that represents Lady Segan. This was actually what ended up making me have the conversation with Lady Segan last year, to find out that she was actually my matron goddess. More seashells, good luck charms, a little Anubis statue, because who doesn't need a little Anubis statue? Oops, I'm wrecking the joint. And a load of spell cards. Now these, again, from some of them are to do with angels, and I don't really work with angels, but a lot of them is to do with the celebrations of the season. So I'm happy to keep those. This side here we have, whoops, I'll duck down. I have my Fenrir horn stand that will get painted up, and is also a devotional item to Fenrir. You can't follow Loki and not look after his children in all their forms. This is some storm water. I don't have a lot left, so the next time we have a storm I will be going out in it, even though I hate storms. My pentacle, or pentacle plate. I say plate, it's not really a plate, it's a plaque. I use this to represent Sleipnir. Again, loads of different candles. Doesn't want to go all the way. In here, I have loads of different trinkets, dragon's blood incense that I will mix up actually into ink. A pendant of Amun, because I am Amun in the Egyptian zodiac, apparently. Some ribbons, a cloak pen, and a small piece of metal given as a gift. And a load of cards to do with, when I was younger, I went to a crystal workshop in which I annoyed the woman running the shop because I had a huge aura and she wasn't impressed with me. But I took a load of her little trinkety bits. What else? I have a load of these like little poison bottles for Samhain again. More driftwood. Seawater. Probably need to get a better container than that. I have a little fox, a little glass fox to represent Loki. He got me to buy this for him when we were going to Alton Towers. I saw it and was like, oh no, he's calling. So he got that. This is something I use to represent air quite a bit, which is my cricket noisemaker. And I use that to call air. I don't know why, it just reminds me of the crickets. I have how to make your own ink. Make your own ink. Medieval oak gall ink, which I will do eventually. Oh, whoops, sorry. Some more seawater with sand included. I have lots of rose leaves, mint. This is all my herbs collection. I have this little box, which I have for earth, air and water, because fire is all over the place. So I have loads of stones, and my pride and joy, this obsidian. A load of feathers and seashells. Now, unfortunately, this is a little bit damaged. I will need to fix it. But this is another gift, and basically, it's this cool little bowl. And see, Growler's come to say hello. Use it as an offering kind of thing to Sleipnir, because he deserves it. The good horse boy that he is. Now, I'm a little worried about showing you this, but there is a story behind it, and it is a good story, okay? I'm not a Nazi. I know I'm German. I've got German descent, or I am part German. So a lot of people get quite antsy with me having this. However, this was gifted to me by my granddad, and my granddad's dead. He fought quite a few Nazis in the wars, so... And he was, but he took this off. I don't actually know who he took it off, but he took it off someone. It is a fully working knife, double-bladed, which is what an athame should be. And I have accidentally cut myself on this several times. This, other than this bit here, this horrible thing, which I'm going to cover with my thumb. This beautiful knife, essentially, it's a dagger really, let's say, is my athame. And I'm always of the opinion that things that are nasty should be reclaimed and like healed. And if I could take that off without damaging the rest of it, then I would. I hate that it's there. And like I said, I'm worried that someone's going to kick off at me for having this. But this was a gift from my granddad, and I have no qualms about using it. I've cleansed it. It's a beautiful knife. It's so light in the hand, and it's so easy to use in rituals. Yeah, it's beautiful, and I love it. Other than possibly its dark history, this is, I don't care. It's my athame. It was given to me by my granddad, who is as British as they come. He was kind of pissed when I was born in Germany, let's be honest. But yeah, that is pretty much all of my pagan paraphernalia. I have managed to gather all of this kind of stuff within 4 years. So that's a lot of time, I know, but I'm super happy with how it's all coming along and how I can... Ooh, whoops. There's more stuff that I would love to be able to do with it. Like, I need more altar cloths and stuff like that, but, you know. Okay, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sorry part 2 is just as long as part 1, but I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please do comment down below, and I will hope to answer them soon. So, if you have enjoyed this, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and goodbye.